Hey guys, welcome to the All Sports Pass Podcast North. My name is Eli, I'm your host, and welcome back to another video where today I'm going to be previewing the the fourth ranked team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the Arkansas Razorbacks. But before we get in this video, like, subscribe for more college football content. You already know we got to start off with the verse of the day. And also, I'm going to start out this video a little different, but I'm going to say this after the verse, and there's a reason why that I'm saying this verse, and yeah. And so this verse is from Psalm chapter 9, verse 9 through 10, and it says, "The Lord is a refuge for the oppressed, a stronghold in times of trouble. Those who know your name trust in you, for you, Lord, have never forsaken those who seek you." And there's a reason why I'm saying this verse, and it's because, of course, the hurricane hitting, and I just want you all to know this, that of course, in my area, I'm blessed to not have been affected by it, but there are people in other counties, like in my state, that have been affected pretty badly. And I just ask that you keep not only people in those counties in your prayers, but in your thoughts and prayers, but keep everyone affected by this storm in your thoughts and prayers. It's a rough deal for everyone. And just thought I'd put that out there. And without further ado, let's begin the video. So for Tennessee, they're coming off a 25-15 victory over Oklahoma, and of course they spoiled the party for Oklahoma because this was Oklahoma's first conference game as a member of the SEC. And let me tell you this, when I was watching this game, like, there are some moments that I was wondering if Tennessee, excuse me there, let's rewind. There are some moments where I was doubting Tennessee a little bit. Of course, it took them a little slow. It was a little slow on offense for them. And also, just a little side note, guys, I'm sorry if I'm a little rusty. This game took place like 2 weeks ago. Tennessee was on their bye week last week, so yeah. But things got off to a slow start for Tennessee. Of course, their first points on the game was a field goal from Max Gilbert, and then Oklahoma then got a field goal, and then Dante Thornton Jr. got a 66-yard touchdown pass from Nico Iamaleava, which led to a Max Gilbert kick, which was a 10-3 lead for the Volunteers. And then second quarter, the Vols are able to get a safety, and that extend the lead to 12-3. And then Dylan Sampson gets a 1-yard touchdown run, which made the score 19-3. And then third quarter, Max Gilbert gets a 41-yard field goal, make it a 22-3 game. And Oklahoma tried to come back, but unfortunately, it just didn't work out, as Javonte Barnes' 2-yard pass from Michael Hawkins Jr. Michael Hawkins Jr. replaced Dylan Gabriel at quarterback. And the PAT failed, so Tennessee had a 22-9 lead. And then Max Gilbert hit a 32-yard field goal to make it a 25-9 lead for Tennessee. And then Javonte Barnes had a 1-yard touchdown run for Oklahoma, and the 2-point run conversion failed, and that sealed the game for Tennessee. Now, I do think that in this game, I really think it's a good win. Now, the defense was able to make some solid plays. Same with the offense. And they were able to get themselves in the position when it's needed most. And also, this game was also what I like to call a turnover game. Like, when one team turned it over, the other turned it over the next play. And it happened a couple times that night. And I will say that for Tennessee, I didn't know, honestly, rather to laugh or to be disappointed. It was kind of like a yay, no, yay, no, kind of like that. And when I saw that, I was like, are we really doing this WWE stuff right now? And no, I'm not affiliated with WWE, just FYI, because of all the copyright drama. Now, of course, not on like videos like this, but because of music, both all the copyright drama. I don't want to risk getting taken down. That's a joke, by the way. um, but anyway, so really it started, going back and forth, and then but ultimately Tennessee just was the better team. They were able to do things, and of course, I want to give a little shout out to Nico. He went 13 to 21 and went 100 for 194 yards and one touchdown on passing, and then on the rushing, I want to give a shout out to Dylan Sampson, 24 carries for 92 yards and a touchdown. And the receiving yards, Brew McCoy had 4 receptions for 92 yards, and I have to say that for Tennessee, I like what I'm seeing, through these first 4 games. And of course, they played against Chattanooga, of course, week 1. That was a 69-3 win. And then the next week they played NC State at a neutral site, which was at Charlotte, North Carolina. And they also had which was a 51-10 win. And then the next week they played Kent State, where they won 71-0. And now, of course, for these 3 teams, I'm just going to say this, that for these 3, they're a bit more less competition than Oklahoma, if you want to say. But I will say that that heading into this game, it was a bit interesting to see what Tennessee could do. But Tennessee was able to go into Norman, get the job done, and Josh Heupel's return to Oklahoma. And, yeah, so they not only take the win, but they spoil Oklahoma's first conference game as a member of the SEC. And, all right, let's talk about Arkansas real quick. Of course, this game is being played at Arkansas. Arkansas is coming into this game 3-2, and here are their last few games. Of course, they win against Arkansas Pine Bluff 70-0. That's FCS, and then they lose to Oklahoma State on a comeback win for Oklahoma State, as Arkansas, I believe, was up 21-7 at that point, heading into halftime. Yeah, they were. And Oklahoma State just rallied back and won this game in 2 overtimes, which led Arkansas 1-1. And Arkansas then beats UAB, which is a group of 5 school, I believe. And guys, sorry, I don't really keep up with UAB, so if I get a little bit, if I get a little confused, sorry, because I don't keep up with UAB. So yeah. But that was a 37-27 win over them, and then they win against Auburn, and I'm sorry guys, I forgot to they come in and upset Auburn, and by a score of 24-14, and then of course their next game was against Texas A&M in a rivalry game, and Texas A&M scraped by. But let me tell you this, that there were some plays that for Arkansas that I think were able to be well executed for them. And there's, of course, one that I really want to take note of that. It was a 4th and 15, I believe. And they decided to go for a fake punt, and they get the first down. And, I've heard of fake punts before, but I don't think I've seen one from, 4th and 15. And what I mean is, in my time of watching, of course. I'm pretty sure it's happened in the past, but I mean, my time of watching. But, and of course, I do think that Taylor Green it's going to be interesting. I've seen some people, say that Arkansas's rushing offense is pretty good. And I have to say, I agree. I really do. But I do think that, of course, for Tennessee, that their defense has been able to make some good plays. But I'm sorry. Let's rewind. I'm jumping ahead. Arkansas's defense, however, just it doesn't really look like that. It just depends on how they play. But I think I'm gonna say that Arkansas. I just don't see the defense. It's decent. I will give them that. But I don't know how it will fare against Tennessee. That's just my thing. And in their offense, I think that they got to stop the rush. They got to make sure that Tennessee's got to stop Arkansas's offense. And I really think the defense has been making some good plays this season. And of course, they also got to keep in mind the trick play. So yeah, and of course, Arkansas's rush. It's going to be interesting to see how Tennessee stops them. Now, this should be a win for Tennessee, but hey, like I said, it's college football. Anything can happen. As a matter of fact, we've had an upset Kentucky taking down back then number 6 ranked in the land Ole Miss. And let me tell you something. That just going to show that anything can happen. And I will say this, that how Kentucky is not ranked is beyond me, because if they're able to take down number 16 in the country, that they should get at least the treatment that that NIU got, because hey, they went down to Oxford and won. So yeah, that's just my opinion though. But I do think that for Tennessee, that I do think that the defense has been solid. Like the offense has been making good plays, and like I said, this should be a win for Tennessee. And I do think that, and of course, the ESPN matchup predictor has Tennessee has an 82.2% chance of winning against Arkansas. And I do think that it's going to see what else happens. But it is what it is. And I have to say that I'm excited for this game, and I can't wait to watch it. Go Vols. All right, sorry got for y'all tonight. If y'all like this video, give it a like, subscribe for more college football content. And also, guys, like I said at the beginning of the video, please keep the places affected by the hurricane in your thoughts and prayers. And yeah, peace out, God bless, and good night.